Frank, how long would it take us to gain access to and open a grave that doesn't belong to the Stoddard family? And Frank's like, wow, Pete, that's a crazy ask. I don't know. It's probably possible with the right evidence and right information. Take a while, though. Probably take several weeks at least, maybe a few months, depending upon whose grave you want to open. Pete, that's a crazy ask. Oh my, well that'll take far too long. And then just hung up the phone. Hello, and welcome to my watch of the original supernatural soap opera, Dark Shadows. I am your host, Joel Sharpton, one half of the Articulate Coven, and we are all the way up to episode 179. We're going to see what's going to happen to Lara today. I still say we probably got till about 185 before she's got to get out of here. We shall see, though. I do want to say before we get started, thank you to everybody who is supporting us on Patreon. If you are in a position to do so, then please join us at articulatecoven.com/join. $2 or more a month gets you access to everything we do early, ad-free. You get episodes of this show more often, too. Check it out, articulatecoven.com/join. Let's get into episode 179 of Dark Shadows.
It's locked. You don't suppose there's anybody in there?
There can't be anybody in there, Doc.
Okay, let's appreciate, though, how many times they have used this specific door for both the end of one episode and the beginning of the next episode. This is not the first or the second or the fifth time that they've done this, probably. I don't know, man. Many episodes this has happened anyway.
Maybe it's just stuck.
You're not going to try breaking, are you?
Yeah, if I have to.
Wait
Come on,
a
give me a
second.
hand.
Now, listen, I agreed to come out here. We're busting into the place like
Look,
this.
we got to get in there. I'll take complete responsibility.
Okay. Stand over here. Let me have a try.
Here. Try this.
Well, I will say, at least in this episode, Joe hit the actual door twice with his shoulder. The first time, he only hit it the second time. There was no sound at all when he swung the first time.
Come on, we can't waste time.
There's nobody there?
Oh, it's empty. Absolutely empty.
Well, then that makes it worse.
Yeah.
Because you know I didn't touch that door and it opened.
Maybe you just loosen it up. Come on. Take it easy.
Man, I really thought it was the caretaker that had opened the door. All right, then. I love a door closing on its own. Okay. Good cold open. I can get behind that. Yeah, okay. I'm for that. Let's see. Do we get the actual coffin open today? I don't know. It's not a Friday, so it would make sense for them to hold it, till tomorrow at least. We will see very soon, I suppose.
I can't believe it.
What can't you believe?
Well, this is going to sound stupid.
What?
Well, I'm really scared.
Don't you think I am?
Yeah, but we're grown men.
Grown men to whom death is a mystery. Come on, let's find the vault. El Murdoch Stockbridge.
Okay. It's not you should be scared because you're in a mausoleum and you're there seeking some psychic remedy for the issues that are currently facing your former would-be mother-in-law. But also, Like, hello, you're in a place where you're not supposed to be. You didn't exactly break in there, but you were trying to break in there a little bit. And also, you're now about to open a grave. So, like, you got plenty to be scared about, Joe, is my point.
Whatever we do, we're doing to help Mrs. Stoddard.
Oh, by breaking into a grave?
We have to. Mrs. Stoddard's life may depend upon it.
But you...
And try to remember, the dead may also be willing to help the living.
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
Well, one thing you can be sure of. If we don't do everything we can, Mrs. Stoddard may be done for. Now, I'm going to go ahead with this. With you or without you.
With me.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I'm just misheard him when he said it the first time, but I am genuinely a little confused at what the pitch was for Joe. I thought he needed someone that knew the area that could drive him around, but like Vicky told them where to go for the mausoleum. They knew exactly how to get there, and he didn't need Joe to drive him. Did he just need muscle? Because like that's a different pitch than what they asked of Joe originally, I would think. Man.
I don't want to sit down and wait. I want to know where he is.
He said he'd be back before too long.
I know he'll be back. I want to know where he is now.
He didn't say.
Carolyn, don't lie to me.
What makes you think I'm lying?
Oh, come on. It's written all over you.
I'm not lying. Honest, I'm not.
All right, where's Vicky? I'll ask
No,
her.
wait. Vicky doesn't know.
But you do, and you've got to tell me. Carolyn, I drove all the way out here. It's very important that I find Dr. Guthrie now.
I promised.
Okay. I don't know if you all could hear that in the mix that you're getting. But first of all, the new way of recording has helped me a lot. I get the vision of dark shadows that I have is quite a bit larger than what I was looking at before. It's quite a bit crisper, and I can hear the audio better too. That just has to do with the way that I'm recording it, not that I'm wearing these headphones. These headphones are required for the recording, and I'm sorry, honestly, that I have to have them. I wish I could stick with my AirPods. But what I just heard there was Frank Garner's line delivered we hear this radio. I've always thought that it was radio chatter. We hear this talk quite often. In between lines, you can hear it occasionally. And I've always thought it must be like the stage manager and, the whoever's calling the cues, the director or whatever, sounding to the crew, and you could slightly hear their radios for whatever reason, or their headsets, or somebody's got a headset that's open and not on somebody's head, and you could hear it a little bit more than you normally could. But that sounds like it was feeding Frank his line. My Dark Shadows historians in the comments, tell me, is that a thing that they did? Did they have earpieces for the actors occasionally? We've been talking about teleprompters and, cue cards and things like that. Did they have earpieces for the actors? That would be surprising to me.
Your promise doesn't include me.
I'm afraid it does, Frank.
Carolyn, Pete Guthrie is a very fine man. He's working very hard to help your mother. But there are times when he might go too far.
How could he go too far if it might help her?
If he got into the kind of trouble where he could no longer work on the case. I'll be specific. If he broke the law, if he went to jail.
Uh-oh, Carolyn. Yeah, okay. Let's talk through for a minute the scene that must have happened off camera where Dr. Guthrie called Frank to ask, Frank, how long would it take us to gain access to and open a grave that doesn't belong to the Stoddard family? And Frank's like, wow, Pete, that's a crazy ask. I don't know. It's probably possible with the right evidence and right information. Take a while, though. Probably take several weeks at least, maybe a few months, depending upon whose grave you want to open, Pete. That's a crazy ask. Oh my, well, that'll take far too long. And then just hung up the phone. And now Frank's rushing across town like, what did my friend do? I called this guy to town and now he's cracking graves open.
A few minutes ago, we had a phone conversation. And he mentioned doing something that could get him into a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I bet.
Now, Carolyn, tell me, did he go out to that cemetery, to the crypt?
I promised I wouldn't tell.
All right, you listen to me. I'm going to drive out to that cemetery right now. You don't have to tell me a thing. Just stop me if you don't think I should go.
No, go. And hurry. That is where we went, with Joe. The two of them, but hurry.
With
Frank.
Joe? Why?
He said he might need some help.
Help with what?
I promised I wouldn't tell us so.
Carolyn, help with what?
They went to open up a grave. The grave of Lara Murdoch Stockbridge.
Yeah, you knew that already. You knew that, Frank.
It's like one solid block.
Why? All we need is some dynamite.
Well, lacking that, I guess we better give it another try.
Let's try the same thing.
So let's just appreciate for a second, though. Here, let's just appreciate the set construction that this must have taken to build something that they could pry and poke on and hammer on a little bit. And it wouldn't give, although we could see the whole wall bowing a little bit when they pushed on it. But then at the same time, when it needs to open up, somehow it's going to actually come out.
1, 2. Yeah, it's beginning to move. It's coming. All right. Easy now. Get it in. Yeah, get it in there again. It's coming out. I think we got it. All right. I got it. All right. Let it down easy.
Yeah, of course, the real one would be made of stone. The actual one's made of foam. So it's a lot easier for them to set down. Okay. For real, though, like, applause on that entire thing. It was a genuinely nice looking set piece. We had seen it before, but then to make it so that they could remove it, and to work on it too, like, that's impressive. And yeah, it is obviously, I'm sure, just some sort of like multi-layered foam that they had cut, or maybe wood. I don't know. Maybe back then they didn't use quite so much foam. Did they have the styrofoam to carve like we do now in the 60s? I guess probably so. I don't know.
All right, let's put it on the table. Wait a minute. I got it. All right, slide it to me.
Feel like that's pretty heavy for a box. Feel like that's pretty heavy for a box that's supposed to not have anybody in it, right? I mean, that's what he thinks. He's coming here because he thinks that this coffin is empty, just like the vault was in Phoenix, I'm assuming.
I can't stop now.
Look, after 200 years, won't it have rotted away?
No, it's not as closely sealed as it was in there.
Lid's nailed down.
Yeah, we'll have to pry it open. Well, should we get started? Look, I'll try to put this wedge in, and then we can use the hammer. Hit it hard.
No! In the name of the dead, no. No, no, no!
Yeah, Dum is right. We knew the caretaker was going to show up. Of course the caretaker was going to show up. First of all, okay, wait a minute. I'm going to wait and let this pause go away. By the way, so one thing that I don't like about my new recording setup is that my media streamer that I use, the pause UI lasts a little too long for my taste. Okay, are we supposed to read that as just rust? on the hinge there, is that, has something been burned? Has something melted? Has something dripped out of it? How are we supposed to read that? The black and white makes it difficult, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird on that coffin. You tell him, caretaker.
How fortunate you are. I stopped you just in time.
I need your help.
I know.
Oh? And you'll give it?
I already have.
I don't understand.
You were going to open that coffin, weren't you?
Yes.
Both of you. You were going to open it.
Yes, you see.
And I stopped you.
But you said you'd help us.
I did. By stopping you.
Please, I don't have time to explain.
Don't you know who these people are?
I mean, I feel like you should have a little time to explain, at least. You broke into a mausoleum. You're trying to open a casket. Here's the man who's responsible for maintaining the caskets and the mausoleum. And, you know, he clearly believes in the spooksy. So, like, you could probably talk him into what you're pitching. You just gotta open up, Jack. I'm Pete in this case.
Yes, sir. In their coffins, this violence may still be alive, even though they've been dead these long years.
Don't say that isn't impossible, but...
And once let loose on the earth again, what terrible revenge might it not take?
I'm willing to take that chance.
You have no right. You have no right.
Yeah, okay. If you open up that coffin, it might unleash hell on earth. Well, I'm willing to take that chance. For yourself, Pete. Not for the rest of us. He's telling you there's consequences to your actions, sir.
She died by fire. The fire choked off her screams. The smoke blinded her. And what if they're here? The screams for help, the cries, the flame, the smoke. The dead sometimes take their death with them to the grave. It's all they have. It's all.
Okay, I genuinely think I'm not just reading into it. They've zoomed in now on that hinge and the whatever it is around it like 3 times separately. There's a reason they're doing that, I feel like.
I'm sorry, but I have to open this coffin. Is that clear?
Leave her in peace, if peace is hers.
Joe, pry open that lid.
No!
But please, if it's a matter of saving a woman's life.
Would you take a life to save a life?
What do you mean?
You can open that coffin. You can save your life. Once I am dead.
You can pry this coffin out of my cold, dead hands.
Is there nothing I can say to you to convince you?
Slip him a 20.
I'm afraid he means it.
What are we going to do?
Well, I guess we better get out of here.
No, I can't do that. We've got to get that coffin open somehow. Frank, if I explain to the court...
Do you think any court would listen to the reasons you'd have to give them? You know better than that. They'd more likely commit you to a hospital.
Well, doesn't that prove my point halfway?
How?
Well, would a court be more sympathetic before the point of my reasons than after?
Yes. For one thing, you wouldn't be there as a man accused of a crime.
Well, you mean they'd listen to me, to my reasons?
Well, I think I could finally persuade the authorities to give us permission. We might not have to be too specific as to our reasons.
Yes, well, finally is the key word there. That would take time, a lot of time, too much time.
You have no choice.
I'm not so sure of that.
Pete, I'm not going to let you do it.
Well, even if I give you my guarantee that it's essential.
Man, okay. We talked previously about the beautiful, like, ivy on the wall of the cottage for Lara. But let's talk about these cobwebs in this scene and shooting through the cobwebs in this bookshelf, this tense conversation. Like, dang! I see where the money in Dark Shadows goes. We talked previously, the feedback from folks that Dark Shadows was costing like 3 times as much as any other ABC soap opera. So like, we see it on screen. Thank you very much.
Mrs. Stoddard, absolutely essential.
You can't help Mrs. Stoddard behind bars, and that's where you'd be by nightfall. And there'd be very little I could do to help you.
My apologies, sir. We'll put the coffin back and try to seal up the vault as best we can.
No, let her rest a while where she is. Another day will do.
Come on, let's get out of here. Does it have to be like this?
Yes.
How are you going to justify that, Mr. Caretaker, to whoever you're going to get to come in and help you put that coffin back in place and put the headstone back in place? And say, oh, I just took it out for some maintenance. All by yourself, Johnny?
Joe? That smell, what is it?
Mold, dust, let's go.
No, it's a different smell.
Jasmine!
What kind of a smell?
I don't know, it's like flowers, I guess. No, it's more like perfume.
Jasmine.
Yeah.
I don't know what jasmine smells like, but it's like a lot of flowers at night when it's very warm.
That's Jasmine, baby.
No. Josette, it might be Josette.
Jasmine. The scent of jasmine far away, coming from the sea.
No, here!
Josette.
No. You must rest. We're going away. Rest.
Yeah, I love how he is just like totally like he's nonplussed by the coffin opening. He's just like, let's put it back in the box. It's okay. It's not the problem that the coffin's opened. He's just hoping he can calm it down.
Come here, look at this.
It's empty.
What is it?
We knew it was going to be empty.
I want to see it.
It's absolutely empty. The body's gone.
Okay. Pretty solid end to the episode there. I like seeing our mausoleum too for the credits. Okay. Which, by the way, I guess we should blame Amazon, not blame Amazon for when we don't have a full length credits. I think that's probably just because the footage doesn't exist. Maybe, I don't know. Okay. I would say that's a pretty fair episode. I love when Joe gets involved in the supernatural. This has not really happened much before. We had the storyline where he and Burke were out searching for Vicky, but that was less supernatural and more just, crazy old Matthew, at least until the very end of it. This, however, is actual ghosties and ghoulies, and Joe's right in the thick of it. I dig it. If you were watching on YouTube, don't forget, early, ad-free, more often, all at articulatecoven.com/join. You're watching this towards the end of March. Patrons got it in the middle of February. So we're more than a month ahead of you now. Go check it out. articulatecoven.com/join. $2 or more a month gets you access to everything we do early and ad free. Thank you to everybody commenting on YouTube though. Thank you for everybody watching wherever that is. And I'll be back soon with episode 180 of Dark Shadows. All right, everybody. Bye.